You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Shake a shiny face, let you someone for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get it up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting a matching down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, we're shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. He got ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing, Shuck. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Called out a punt of 38 sides officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Adam Thielen, 49 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Now is 2nd and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 6-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-7.
Saints nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Mustang 19, Chap 60, Chap 60.
To throw now, Shuck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Sometimes offense, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kick is
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Saints nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in the history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Shuck. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Second and 5 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now 3rd and 11.
Now Shuck. And this one is incomplete.
Not many moves just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Set. 60, 70, 10, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler, set go. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. There's Chris Olave. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Bronco leading. Steamroller, baby. Come on, boys. Street, street. 18, Pioneer.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Shuck. Can't get away, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 19.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Curve 19, Curve 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. We'll get that complete to Vele. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Shuck. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Throwing is Rodgers. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Liz.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 50-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff for Warren. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That good for 19 and a first down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
22-yard line.
18.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Here's Freiermuth again. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
To Pat Freiermuth. A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Warren. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
19, let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, Trap 60. Mustang 19. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Dragon 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Throwing, Shuck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to check.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from the Superdome. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 32-yard line.
3. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Cougar 19. Go.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 69.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Let's go. 60 by 6. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19. Check go.
On 3rd and long. Here's Shuck. He's got his man. That's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throwing is Shuck. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. 60 even.
From the gun, it's Shuck. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Javon Bailey was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Yards to go.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More from New Orleans after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing again, shot. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. He'll get 19 out of that play. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Right to the air is Prescott. Open down the field is Schoonmaker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 28.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We're back to New Orleans. After this, they'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
At the 48-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Third and short. Prescott out to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Get across the 10. That is it. They'll be backed up to start this drive. Chuck looking to throw on first down. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That one out wide for Kamara. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Saints first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here is Shuck on first and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Saints going to use their second timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 4-yard line.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Kamara. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cut 19, cut 19.
On second down, it's Shuck. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point.
To the air is shot.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try. Execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Back over the middle for Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is passed.